My name is Jessica Dizon Burns. I am a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer and a professor at Centennial College Aerospace Campus. I went to St. Charles Garnier Catholic Elementary School in Richmond Hill and then St. Elizabeth Catholic High School in Thornhill. I'm a mom of 3 teenage boys who are actually in the York Catholic District School Board. I've been involved in aviation since I was about 12 years old through Air Cadets, and then I started a career path to go to be a pilot, and then I quickly pivoted and decided I wanted to be an aircraft maintenance engineer, and so that's someone who fixes them instead of flies them. It was a very difficult field to get into as a female in a male-dominated industry, but with perseverance, I was able to get to where I am today. I was the first aircraft maintenance engineer that was a female at WestJet Airlines in Eastern Canada, and I retired after 18 years there and became a professor at Centennial. And now with my time, I volunteer and mentor the youth and women and encourage them into non-traditional career paths. I actually volunteer at the York Catholic District School Board at Colonel Carter career classes, trying to encourage them and open their eyes to different jobs out there. Catholic education system has had a positive impact on my life for bringing me a sense of community and belonging. I was only 20 when I had to move to Yellowknife to start my career because it was very difficult here in Ontario to break in as a female. So when I went out to Yellowknife, I didn't have any family or friends out there, but I looked to my roots and I started going to church, and I was able to find a support system within the church. I began volunteering through the church, and I continue to volunteer now that I'm back home in Ontario to encourage the youth and anyone else who feels that they might be lost or lonely, that the Catholic community is always going to be there for them. I did in particular want to talk about a guidance counselor, Miss Carey, who encouraged me to pursue my career. During that time, back in the 90s, there was no internet. We didn't have all this information at our fingertips. And I remember coming to her and saying, I want to, pursue a career in aviation. And she went into the industry and looked for mentors for me, people to talk to, found the schools I had to go to. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have had the ball rolling to follow the career path that I followed. So Miss Carey was a big influence on me to have someone rooting for you in your corner when not a lot of people were encouraging a female to get into this field. When I first got the call, I was completely shocked. I'm very grateful that someone nominated me. I still don't know who nominated me to receive this in something that I love doing. I actually was so shocked that when I saw the phone number come up and it said YCDSB was calling, I thought one of my kids were actually in trouble and it was a teacher calling. So I was relieved, and then again, very humbled, grateful that someone thought that I deserved this recognition. My advice to students and the future leaders out there is that don't be discouraged if your path doesn't go from point A to point B, because there's a lot of twists and turns that will always be a learning experience for you. And again, if you're ever lost in that navigating your life, remember that the Catholic community is always there to support you, because that's something that's always been an anchor for myself. And also, if you ever have the ability and time to volunteer, I really encourage you to give back to the community, because you never know who you'll be helping in the future. In the spirit of the award, I was thinking about my time in the York Catholic District School Board and who I am now, and I have 6 girlfriends who they grew up with me at St. Charles. We graduated together in '95 at St. E. And I think that the Catholic values that were instilled in us back in our school days carried our bond to be as strong as it is, and to be the support system that we have today that's over 30 years old. And now all of our children are actually in the York Catholic District School Board, I think because we want that same, those values to be instilled in our children as well. So I wanted to recognize them, to say thank you. And thank you to the York Catholic District School Board for bringing us together and to guide me to where I am today.